Major Supreme Court ruling.
Major ruling involving the Second Amendment.
The Supreme Court has just issued a major ruling.
It's a case that legal experts will be watching closely when it likely heads before the justices.
A lot of folks keep hearing nothing major is changing in 2026. But the moment you actually read the state statutes that are scheduled to kick in, that narrative falls apart fast. Several states are rolling out rules that can hammer AR and AK owners with hard deadlines, mandatory storage requirements, forced re-registration, or straight-up possession restrictions if you're not tracking what's coming. So let's talk about it. What's good, folks? This is Tommy from the Armory, and today I'm breaking down the states where 2026 laws could hit you if you own an AR or an AK. Before we roll forward, do me a quick favor. Tap subscribe, ring that bell. It's not required, but those clicks keep this channel alive and help me keep pushing real, no-nonsense gun content straight to your screen. All right, back to work. The 2026 landscape for AR and AK owners. Most gun owners I talk to are glued to Washington, D.C. But here's the truth. For AR and AK owners in 2026, the real action is happening at the state level. There is no new federal assault weapon ban right now. The old one died back in 2004, but blue states have been stacking their own laws for years, and several of those stacks get heavier next year. If you own a semi-automatic rifle that accepts detachable magazines and has any of the usual military-style features, you are exactly who these laws are written for. No exaggeration. When states say assault weapon, they are not talking about rate of fire. They're talking about feature combinations. Things like a pistol grip, folding or telescoping stock, flash hider, threaded barrel, barrel shroud, or certain magazine configurations. New York uses a one-feature test under the SAFE Act. New Jersey uses substantially identical language. Massachusetts goes after anything they call a copy or duplicate. That wording is what pulls even a factory-compliant AR-15 or AK pattern rifle into the net. The big pattern for 2026. The trend is simple. Some states are adding new possession or movement restrictions. Others are forcing re-registration. Some are adding training cards or eligibility permits. Others are tightening storage rules with criminal penalties attached. If you own an AR or AK in one of these states and treat 2026 like just another year, that's how you get blindsided. Rhode Island, new possession restrictions. Rhode Island is the first place I'd be nervous about if I owned an AR or AK in New England. In 2025, they passed the State Assault Weapons Ban Act. That law goes live on the 1st of July, 2026. It blocks the manufacture, purchase, sale, or transfer of what they label prohibited firearms. That includes a massive number of common AR-15 and AK pattern rifles. We're talking semi-autos with detachable magazines plus one feature, pistol grip, folding or telescoping stock, barrel shroud, flash suppressor, bayonet lug, or threaded barrel. Here's the part people miss. If you already legally own one of those rifles in Rhode Island before July 1st, 2026, you do not have to surrender it and you do not have to register it. Possession remains legal under the current text. The hammer comes down on anything new. After that date, you cannot buy, sell, or transfer those rifles in-state except through a federal firearms licensee or out-of-state to someone who can legally own them. Violations carry up to 10 years in prison, fines up to $10,000, and permanent loss of the firearm. So if you're in Rhode Island, do your homework now. Confirm whether your rifle meets the feature test. Decide if it's a long-term keeper, and understand that in-state resale options basically vanish after mid-2026. Colorado eligibility cards for semi-autos. Colorado is different. This is not a straight ban. Starting August 1st, 2026, Colorado requires a firearm safety eligibility card for most semi-automatic firearms with detachable magazines. That means future AR and AK purchases require more than a 4473. You'll need that state card first. To get it, you're looking at a state-approved safety class, a background check, and renewal every 5 years. Existing rifles you already own are untouched, on paper. But every future purchase now comes with extra cost, extra time, and another government database entry. This is how states tighten screws without using the word ban. If you're in Colorado and you know you want a specific AR or AK setup, 2025 into early 2026 is your clean window. After August, that eligibility card is your ticket at the door. California, the conversion risk pistol rules. California isn't dropping a brand new AR or AK ban in 2026. Instead, they're hitting the other half of many loadouts. Assembly Bill 1127 takes effect July 1st, 2026. Gun stores will be prohibited from selling what the state calls semi-automatic machine gun convertible pistols. That's legal language for pistols, including certain Glock models, that could theoretically accept an illegal conversion device. Existing owners are grandfathered, but licensed dealers cannot sell or transfer them after that date. Why does this matter to rifle owners? Because this is the same logic used against ARs and AKs. Not what the gun does, what the state claims it could be turned into. Once that precedent sticks for pistols, nothing stops them from pointing it at AR pistols, braced builds, or rifle platforms next. It also creates California-only problems. You move out of state, that same pistol is just a normal 9mm. In California, it becomes a discontinued class you can't easily replace or upgrade. That's the slow squeeze. New York. Re-registration and enforcement traps. In New York, the danger isn't a new ban, it's paperwork. Under the SAFE Act, most ARs and AKs are already classified as assault weapons. They were allowed to stay legal only if they were registered. If you skip that window, the law already treats that rifle as contraband. Where 2026 matters is enforcement and rechecks. The state is tightening registry tracking and moving toward hard deadlines for updates and renewals. Miss that cutoff, and the state doesn't see a paperwork mistake. They see possession of an unregistered assault weapon. That's misdemeanor or felony exposure, seizure, and permanent rights loss. If you're in New York, I didn't know is not a defense. New Jersey and Massachusetts, expanding definitions. New Jersey runs a name list plus substantially identical language. When that list expands in early 2026, a rifle that was legal on Friday can become prohibited on Monday. Felony exposure here means 3 to 5 years and fines up to $15,000. Massachusetts comes at it differently, but the result is the same. Their attorney general already uses the copy or duplicate theory. If they decide your compliant rifle is a copy of a banned model, grandfathering is not guaranteed. First offense can mean around a year locked up. Second offense jumps to 5. Connecticut, Maryland, and Washington, audits and pressure. Connecticut begins aggressive audits in April 2026. Registered rifles must be stored in locked safes, cabinets, or with proper devices. If law enforcement finds a registered rifle unsecured, charges stack fast. Maryland expands its banned rifle list around October 1st, 2026. Owners get roughly 90 days to move, transfer out of state, or surrender. Do nothing and possession becomes a felony. Washington continues the long game. Mandatory training, strict storage rules, and expanded extreme risk protection orders. What AR and AK owners must do before 2026. Here's how I look at it. You can't change the statute alone, but you can stop being the easy target. Start with inventory. Every rifle, every model, every serial. Match them to your state's actual definitions, not internet memes. Handle paperwork now. Upgrade storage now. If lists expand, have a plan. Out-of-state FFL, family storage, or relocation. Yes, many of these laws are being challenged under Bruin. That fight matters. But until a judge signs an order, your life runs on the laws written. Stay informed. Talk to a local gun lawyer once a year. Keep your house squared away. It's boring, but it keeps you in the game.